Let me show you how you can help your clients sign themselves up for the best PDP for them. You're first going to go to this website, Medicare.gov/basics/get started with Medicare. So as you can see my screen, I'm on the page. The next place you're going to go is to the health and drug benefit plans. Basically, you're going to find and compare the best health and drug plans and click on that. And if you have an account, you can just go ahead and log in. Otherwise, just enter your zip code. If you're in a county or in a zip code that has more than one county, you're going to make sure you're clicking on the proper county and click Continue. The next screen, you'll be asked to select what type of plan you're looking for. Here there's going to be some questions: Medicaid, Supplemental Security Income, MSA, Medicare Savings Account, Extra Help with Drugs. If you are getting any of those, click one of those. If you don't know, just say I don't get help from any of these and we'll just continue that way. Okay, now we're getting to the meat of what you're looking for. And it asks, do you want to see your drug cost when you compare plans? And yes, we do. So let's click on yes in that radio button and then click next. So let's begin by typing in our prescription drug. Let's start with one that's pretty popular, lisinopril. And then after you type that name in, and be very cautious about this because drug names can be spelled differently than they sound at times. So check the spelling on your prescription label and click on Add the Drug. You're going to need to understand which dosage and quantity that you take. So maybe it's 10 milligrams, but this little arrow here, if you click on it, it's going to give you all the different dosages for that particular drug. If you run into a scenario where you do not see your dosage, let's say it's 50, then just go ahead and add. You could probably just go ahead and do 40 and then 10, do two separate ones. But we'll go with 30 milligrams. And the quantity frequency, maybe you do 90 days, which is every 3 months, or maybe you go monthly. So you want to make sure you're doing that to get the best cost comparison. Add it to your drug list and you'll see that it appears. Let's say you want to add another. We're going to pick another pretty common drug, rosuvastatin. Let's add that drug. And again, the dosage comes up to typically, it's going to default to the most common dosage. Pick yours. I'll go with 10. I'm going to say every month, and I'm going to again add it to the drug list. So I'm done adding my drugs. So I'm going to go down to the green box that says done adding drugs. And that's going to ask me if I see a pharmacy. So I do like Meyer. Let's see what comes up. Let's ask for location. I'm going to put the name of the city and the name of the pharmacy buyer. And let's see if that comes up. I'm also going to add mail order. I haven't decided if I'm going to... Whoops, I need to change that to Michigan. Don't be afraid if you have an error like that comes up. You can go in and recorrect that location with zip code or city/state. And I'm gonna put in find pharmacies again. As I mentioned, I put in mail order pharmacy. Each one of these drug plans have a mail order pharmacy. Typically, they give you a little bit of a break on the 90-day, so you might want to consider that. But I see my pharmacy is right there, so I'm going to click on that. And then down at the bottom, you can see how many pharmacies you can add into this. But down at the bottom, I'm going to continue to view the plans. You'll see all the blue, and then it's the white square at the very bottom of the screen. And it shows me for $0 a month, I can enroll in the WellCare. I can also maybe just compare it. Let me see what else is out there. I do like that $0 plan, but perhaps I've not really settled on this carrier WellCare. I'm going to go down and, oh, here's one I know, Humana. And it looks like basically the monthly premium on this one is $3.20. If I go mail order, I'm going to be paying for my drugs, $36.36. I think I'd like to add that to compare. Let me add to compare in the lower section of the screen. See, I had my cursor up here and I couldn't find it. I was gonna click on compare here, but it stopped me. So keep scrolling and you'll see I can add to compare it, and it's actually populating these boxes and it looks like it's going to allow me to compare up to 3. So let me go down and check out the next one is Cigna. I'm familiar with Cigna and that name. This is also a 0 monthly premium for this. I can see retail pharmacy. I'm going to pay $48.50. If I use their mail order, $36 also has a deductible. Let me click on compare for that. So now I've got 3 carriers that I want to compare. I'm going to click on that, and here they are side by side. Maybe this doesn't make a lot of sense, but the star ratings are something that carriers get each and every year, and it provides things like the service, the brand, the insurance carrier, the type of formularies they have, rich or not. Looks like Cigna's got the least amount. WellCare is still pretty high up there. As I go across, I'm looking at the premiums. Humana's got the $3.20. That's the highest. And then the yearly drug deductible of $590. They're all the same. Let me see what it says about my drugs not being covered. Looks like each one of these plans cover both of my drugs. Restrictions may apply. Let me see what that means. I'll click on that, and it will tell me that there is no restrictions. There are no restrictions on this particular one. So let me go back, and I'll have to go up to the top where the back arrow is in the very upper left corner under where it says Homepage. So let me click on that back button, and I'll continue looking at the same 3 that I was actually thinking about. And I can see that Meijer is considered a preferred network, which that's good. It's preferred for the WellCare plan. It is my pharmacy of choice. It is considered in network here in the other 2 plans, but it's not preferred. So I like that it's preferred, and that's because I'm going to get a little bit of a discount at a preferred pharmacy. Since I'm pretty pleased with what I see, I'm gonna click on Enrolled, and it says I'm gonna need your Medicare number and your effective date, so make sure you've got that handy. Information about your other health coverage, including your policy and group numbers, if you're just now joining this plan. Since right now it is not AEP, it's going to ask me about some special election periods in order to enroll, and then dates that I want this to take effect. Now it's July. The soonest I can get this is August 1st because it's always going to land on the 1st of the next month. So if I click Join Plan, I can start my application, and it's going to say Show Common Enrollment Periods when your coverage in the plan would start. So it's not open enrollment. Okay, it's going to tell me that begins in October and what I can do at that point. Do I have a special enrollment period like I'm brand new to Medicare? I can go ahead and follow that. If I'm brand new to Medicare, or if I've just retired from my employer group, maybe I have Medicare A, I haven't started B yet. I'm all getting ready for this special enrollment period. So as you scroll down, it's going to ask you that. I'm new to Medicare, or, I've had Medicare, but I'm now turning 65. Maybe I had a disability, and I was on Medicare for that. Well, now I have a new Medicare enrollment period because I just had my birthday. So I'm new to Medicare, and I was notified about getting Medicare after my Part A and/or B coverage had started. I'm still looking for all the different special enrollment periods that I have. And again, if you need assistance with this, your agent will be able to assist you with what you're going to need to click on and give you that information. So we're going to go up and just say, I am new to Medicare. And when I say that and I scroll down, I can click Next. And I'm going to have to supply my Medicare number as it's stated. I won't be able to go further than this, but from this point on, you're going to enter your Medicare number. The next screen is going to ask for your Part A or B or both effective dates. When you're enrolling into a drug plan, you don't necessarily have to have B turned on, but you do need A and B to be in a Medicare Advantage or a Medicare Supplement plan. So if you're adding a Medicare Supplement plan, you will have to have both A and B. If you're just doing a drug plan, A or B are all that's necessary. And then there's a privacy statement. You have to click on that. You've read that in order to move forward. It's not going to let me at this point because it's going to ask for a Medicare number, and I will have to give a proper Medicare number, which I'm not going to at this time. So hopefully this helps and gives you a snapshot of how to assist your clients and getting them enrolled into a prescription drug plan.